Okay, now we can see that the report has been run for the chiropractor, and it says right here view. So we can view this report just by clicking this link, and it will open it up in the online version of the report. Now, the way that the online version is laid out compared to the print version is different. What we can tell right away by looking at this report is that the chiropractor is not doing terrible online. He's got a 39 score, which is pretty good compared to a lot of the other ones that we've seen. This is the executive summary screen, which typically shows a good snapshot of what the situation is for this particular merchant. As you can see, he's got a 39 score, which means he's got a fair presence. And we can also see some of the things that can be done by the Influence Engines service for this customer. In fact, the top 5 things that it would do are listed right here on this first page. And then under the next section here, it shows some of the things that the client could do themselves. Of course, we have set up a little program that we can use to help improve their reviews and solicit reviews from their satisfied customers on an ongoing basis. So we'll be able to help them with this one here as well. So let's take a quick look at how we would present this report to a prospect. And then what we'll do is we'll look at how we could find a competitor that we could run a report for that is likely to have a higher score, that we can compare the higher score competitor to their lower score and therefore give them an incentive to go ahead and purchase the service that we have to offer. So instead of talking about the search engines as the next thing, what we want to do is bypass that and go directly to the local search sites. The reason we want to do that is that it's a little bit easier to cut to the chase and give them a quick snapshot of where they're missing opportunities online. The first graph here shows that the different types of local search sites that are out there and where they're doing well and where they're not doing well. As you can see under the Internet Yellow Pages and the social networking and local search, they're all under 50%. The Internet Yellow Pages is not too bad because they're approaching 50% there. Where they really want to be for all of these is up in this area here, in between 75 and 100, ideally in the upper 80s, lower 90s, obviously all the way to 100. Looks like they're doing really well in the directory assistance area, not so great in the local search sites, and terrible in the category-specific sites. Now, in some cases, there are no category-specific sites, but for chiropractors, we know from looking at several reports of chiropractors that there are several category-specific. In other words, search directories or directories of chiropractors or healthcare providers. So we'll look at those in just a moment. The second bar graph shows us the depth of information in those listings that are out there. And you can see that most of the listings, they have a basic listing, which is what most people have out there. And very few of them have what's called the additional contact, and what this means is their URL. Their website URL is not in there. Very few business profiles and no ratings and reviews, and this is one area that will really help boost their score as we help them solicit satisfied customer ratings and reviews online. So now we can go down into the details here. And this is a great screen if we're showing the customer the online version. There is a condensed version in the printed report that shows about 30 total sites from all of these different types of sites. As you can see, the tabs across the top here are the different types of sites that they might be in. Internet Yellow Pages. So as a quick marker here, green is good, red is bad. So you can see right now, AOL Yellow Pages, they're not listed there. But some of these others are doing pretty good. They're in yellowpages.com and they've got a review in there. They're not in Yellowbot, Kudzu, Switchboard, US Directory, Frontier Pages, etc., etc. And then in some of these, they only have a basic listing. They could get more data in some of these as well. Well, let's take a look at the local search sites here. These are pretty critical. These are the ones that relate to the maps and all those other local type searches that people do. So they're not in Yahoo Local. They are in Google Maps, but they have no ratings and reviews. No Bing, no Ask, minimal MapQuest, City Search. They've got, looks like, a business profile and local, no merchant circle, etc., etc. So we can point this out pretty quickly to them as areas where they have some issues. We also notice that they've got potentially listings in a few of these places, but it says check address. So there might be an additional address they're using online that needs to be checked, as well as a phone number for accuracy. All right, let's go back to the regional directories. I don't think there are any for Fargo. No. Social networking. Oh, well, they're on Yelp, but they have no URL. Their URL isn't there. They have no profile. They have no ratings and reviews. They're on Foursquare. They do have a profile. That's great. Mojo Pages. They do have a profile. No ratings and reviews. No ratings and reviews. So they could use a Twitter account. They could use Manta. They could use some help. So let's go directory assistance. This was one of the areas where they were showing up pretty good. It looks like they are listed in all these places, but they do have a little bit of data missing. Category specific, once again, as I was saying earlier, there's a ton of chiropractic and healthcare related directories that they could be in. They're not in any of them at all. So at this point in the presentation, you would pause, and most likely the customer would say, okay, I get it. What can you do for me? How much does it cost? And at that point, that you could go back to the executive summary and talk about the 5 top action steps that we're going to take. The other information that you might want to give them is in regards to their reviews. We click the reviews. It looks like they have one review out there on yellowpages.com from 2008, and it looks like it's a positive review, but there was no rating that went along with it, no star rating that went along with it. So what they want to do is they want to generate an ongoing, steady stream of these types of reviews over time. And you will have a strategy for helping them do that. It's not part of the Influence Engine service, but it is a complementary thing that we give you. Okay, so you go back to the executive summary and you say, these are the things we can do for you. These are the things that we have calculated are going to boost the score the most. They're going to get you the most traffic, and we will do these in the first month that we are working for you. Now, we can sell you a 3-month package, or we can sell you a 12-month package. The thing is, every month we're going to do the top 5 things that need to be done to get you traffic, boost this score, and enhance your reputation and visibility online. And there you go. That's pretty much the way that you present the report.